Hey everyone, today we're talking about what are CryptoPunks. You've probably heard of them or seen them somewhere. Maybe you're not quite sure where they came from, where they started. I'm going to talk all about that today and really just explain the NFT that started it all. So let's go. So what are CryptoPunk NFTs? So they are a set of 10,000 digital collectible characters. So that's literally all that. They're a profile picture and a pixelated one at that. And they're living on the Ethereum blockchain. It's one of the first NFT projects. That's why it's gotten a lot of acclaim, and obviously being one of the original NFT projects that people have a lot of value for that, because they essentially helped start a movement. So CryptoPunks forged the way for subsequent NFT projects like Bored Ape Yacht Club and Art Blocks. So and I plan to have videos on I did the Bored Ape Yacht Club video, but I'm gonna do a video on Art Blocks in the near future. So at first, NFTs, short for, if you guys are not familiar, non-fungible tokens, were only popular with crypto traders. Again, they were something that, like I said, was released a while back, and only the real people that were just into crypto thought this was interesting, and they started getting it. But as of late, a lot of people, famous people, have been grabbing their own CryptoPunk. So it wasn't until early 2021 that the NFT craze went global and in a collective, and it's kind of like a collective aha moment. CryptoPunks are the NFTs that start all, which is a big reason why they're commanding hefty and secondary market prices. There was a recent CryptoPunk sale, top 4,000 ETH, so 7.8 million. As buyers scramble to acquire punks with rare attributes. So obviously that's a crazy amount of money, and I wonder how much gas fees you pay when a 7.8 million transaction. But the idea is that because people still believe it's very, very early on in the NFT craze, that that CryptoPunk being, you could always say, oh, it was one of the first ones, and that's where the value is. Obviously there is definitely value for being one of the oldest projects, NFT projects out there. So definitely interesting, and a lot of people are hedging their bets. So CryptoPunks began as an experiment. So where did this come from? In 2017, Matt Hall and John Watkinson, founders of New York-based software company Larva Labs, created a software program that would generate thousands of different strange-looking characters. So if you ever heard the term generative, where essentially because there's 10,000, they're not going to individually make each of them. They're going to make a program that obviously changes the different attributes, the colors, the colors, and what attributes each one have, to ensure that 10,000 of them are unique. At first, I thought might have how to make a smartphone app or game. What ended up was a paradigm-altering model for the digital art market, and a challenge to the concept of ownership itself. So like I said, it was definitely before its time. They didn't really know what they were going to do. They thought it was a clever idea. Hey, let's make 10,000 different images of these CryptoPunks, these pixelated CryptoPunks, and we'll see where it goes from there. Obviously, I assume they had a couple ideas on what kind of game or app they were making, but obviously the technology behind it really stood out. So proof of ownership on Ethereum. So if you hold NFT token for CryptoPunk, so if you hold, for example, CryptoPunk 888 in your wallet, you're undisputed owner of that particular digital asset or artwork. So there are benefits for providing ownership that looks like this, such as holding the device to your NFT artwork however you please, even commercially. So I kind of think of this as, obviously we know what wallets are. We have crypto holders. So when you are investing crypto, your tokens are sent to your wallet, same as an NFT. It's sent to your wallet, and that's how you can look it up. And I think the idea of NFTs could be easily explained as like a key, right? So obviously, if you are a CryptoPunk holder, if you're one of the 10,000, you have this key that you can prove that you own to show that you're part of this ecosystem. Obviously, something like Bored Ape does that, where they'll have exclusive parties, and you have to prove that you're a Bored Ape holder in order to get into these parties. So I think that's an interesting way. And of course, obviously, crypto being transparent, proof of ownership is really important, and obviously really easy on the blockchain. So a lot of people have actually been picking up different CryptoPunks, even Visa. So in August, none other than Visa bought a CryptoPunk for their permanent art collection. Retail buying frenzy immediately followed the announcement, pushed CryptoPunk trading volume to all-time highs. Yes, there's a lot of celebrities that have them. I think Snoop Dogg has a CryptoPunk. A lot of people, are doing it for two reasons. They want to, obviously show off that they have a CryptoPunk. They believe in the technology, and also that they also believe that it's gonna, increase in value over the future. like I said, as more and more NFT projects come out, you could always go back and say, well, I was part of the original NFT collections that started in 2017. So they were inspired by London punk scene. So to Holland Watkinson, there was a raucous anti-established spirit to the early days of the blockchain movement. It was a vibe they wanted to reflect in the look of the punks. Like it's crypto, obviously on the blockchain, and then it's punks, right? So that wanted to. So if you look at each one of them, they look very like punked out bike colors, spiky accessories, etc. They need to be a collection of misfits and nonconformists, which is probably a good explanation of crypto traders, and early on especially, they're ahead of their time, and they're part of a movement, and they believe in something together. So this 10,000 collection, people want to feel like they were a part of that group. So London punk movement of the 1970s felt like the right aesthetic. So really cool that that's what their inspiration was, and obviously they made it pixelated, which was their own spin on it. So each pixelated CryptoPunk has a unique set of tributes differing from others. Other tributes such as hats, hair color, pipes, and masks around the assigned by a generator, right? They're not going to individually do it. It would take forever. They developed the software to actually do it and ensure that each of them are unique. I think that's what makes people interested. They're like, okay, they'll find one that they feel strongly about, like this resembles me. This is a character I think I could embody. I put as my profile picture. I think Snoop Dogg has a pretty good one that represents him, and they would pay for that one. So I think it's good. That's why punks with rare tributes, like aliens, fetch higher prices than those with more common tributes like Mohawk Thin. For reference, 441 CryptoPunks feature Mohawk Thin hairstyles, whereas 175 wear medical masks. So I think it's really interesting. Obviously, the medical mask got up in price because of the pandemic, but also like the ape. There's like a CryptoPunk ape one, which obviously has nothing to do with Bored Ape, but obviously the term ape and just being an ape in general increased the value. So, and I think it's really cool that some of them are, so it's not, you have 10,000, you have attributes, it's not like evenly split. There's ones that are rare. And I think what's really cool about, if you guys have ever checked out like OpenSea or something like that, where you actually click on the one that you have and it'll say like 7% of tribute that you have. So like if you could check like this visor, it'll say like 2%, I'm just making up numbers, but the example would be like 2% rarity, or this is how much of the collection actually has that. So you could actually see, and when you're actually selling, like, okay, well, this only has, only 2% of it, the collection has this specific attribute. That's what increased the value. So it's kind of cool that there's different tiers for attributes, and I definitely think it increases to obviously the price, but also the rarity. So what's future for CryptoPunks? NFTs cannot be exchanged with other NFTs like Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Their restriction contributes to the scarcity of NFTs, increases their value. Like I said, for CryptoPunks, they don't plan to have more than 10,000. Bored Ape, I think 10,000 as well, but they had like additional collections like the Mutant Ape Yacht Club. So maybe CryptoPunks will have a different spin on it, but the idea is that, and I think that's why people have value to it. It's only 10,000 of the original set, and in order to get that, you have to obviously buy it from someone else that has it, and if they have to be willing to sell, obviously. So I think as more and more time goes on, it's gonna become more and more rare and scarce as people hold on, and I think that's really cool. Similar to artworks, where there's not that many Van Goghs and Picassos out there. They're not coming up with new ones, so the value continues to increase. Some experts compare buying and collecting CryptoPunks to trading collectible items like cards and physical works of art. Visa Head of Crypto predicts that NFTs, including CryptoPunks, will have an important part in the future of commerce, retail, entertainment, and social media. Yeah, so obviously we have to see what the future is for CryptoPunks, obviously the future that there is for NFTs in general, but like I said, very early on, obviously people are hedging their bets that, okay, well, this is going to increase in value over time as NFTs get more and more popular. And like I said, more and more people are learning about NFTs every day, and it makes the ones like, okay, well, what was the first collection? What was the original collection? And obviously the collections that are standing out. And like I said, you can't really decide which, it's a similar kind of story with Bored Ape. You don't really know which one is going to be popular. They just end up being popular. Similar like anything else in the world. Why is something popular? It just is. People like it, and people add value to it. And I think as long as people value CryptoPunks and value their NFTs, then I think the value is going to continue to go up. I don't know if they're all going to sell for 7.8 million in the future, but I think if it's valuable for someone will end up buying it. And like I said, the team behind it. You know who the team is, and you know that they can potentially do a lot of things in the future with this. Obviously, airdropping things to their holders, obviously having exclusive events. But we have to see. But like I said, if you are interested in a CryptoPunk, definitely check out the collection for yourself. You could obviously check who some of the holders are, some of the celebrities who have it. And I do think it's really cool. Again, even if the artwork isn't your taste, I do think that the technology behind the NFTs and all the future that the CryptoPunks can hold is definitely unique. And like I said, it's definitely the start of the NFT craze. So thanks again for watching. I'll have more videos on, I'm going to do cool cats and a couple of other art blocks as well. But let me know if there's other NFT collections that you guys are keeping track of. So thanks again for watching. Catch you guys next time.